Hey guys, about 2 weeks have passed since we released the Excavation EP, a brand new collection of old songs that we recorded between 2006 and 2011. It's out on Spotify and, Tidal and YouTube Music and Apple Music and all those places. So I figured I could tell you guys the story behind the tracks. Starting off with track number 1, The Journal. It was one of those ambitious compositions from the Illumination era. It was written in 2006-2007 and we recorded it in the fall of 2007 in this big studio in Latvia with our producer and our great friend Andreas Larsen. For some reason it never really emerged from the studio and so he was able this winter to actually find it on an old hard drive and stitch it back together from all these different fragments, and suddenly it's out there. The story bases around this old journal that I happened to stumble upon in a basement in an apartment building I lived in Oslo, written by this girl 20 years earlier that had this pretty crazy life in Oslo. So that inspired that story. Moving on to track number 2, Transmission 1. It was written and recorded on one single night in 2010, meant for the Perfect Violation EP we released around that time. It was pretty bold and odd thing that we did composition wise, but it really stands out as something unique.
Where do I go? Where do I go?
So who knows if you guys like it and we get enough comments on it, maybe we can make a transmission too. The third song on the EP is The Sound of Storms to Come. It's a recording from around 2009 of one of our earliest songs that was actually featured on the now pretty legendary Rover EP that we released in 2006.
Under the trees, bury it for me.
Originally it had more of a straightforward organic band feeling to it. But for the re-recording, we actually like this more synthetic feel to the sound of it. And so yeah, it's pretty cool.
In a flash of light, or seconds bare, it turns to...
Track number 4, Furious, was probably our first real encounter with Andreas Larsen, our great friend and our amazing producer and mixer. We did this one in this huge studio down in Latvia in the fall of 2006. It's this kind of curious blend of this kind of pop-punk style music that we grew up with and a way more mature landscape of sounds.
I know it when it's near, a darkened sky, a thickened air, while a private thunderstorm of passion.
So it's a crazy, odd song, and it never really fit on the Illumination, but it gives a pretty interesting view into kind of our odd state of mind musically back in those days.
Making up is breaking me down. I am falling, I am crying, so wrong, still so right. Baby, you make furious love tonight. Carving inscriptions.
Moving forward to number 5, we have Killing Time. This is a song that kind of emerged around 2006-2007 in this weird time where we were literally feeling that nothing was happening. Everything was just standing still, but at the same time it was moving at 300 miles per hour. It was recorded live in the studio while we were doing drum recordings for the Illumination. So it never really fit again with the whole Illumination thing, but as a standalone track, I think it's a real interesting testament to what we were doing at the time.
Doing nothing, killing time, contemplating on just feeling fine. You could possibly be next in line for a journey into thoughts of mine. The end is not too far away.
And then closing off this EP, it's the song ENCORE, which was the original kind of hidden secret track on the CD version of the Illumination from 2011.
I used to walk bare feet in the summer under timeless sky to get a sense of the connection between the universe and I.
Jan Magnus actually used his bedroom in the old apartment we used to live in as a recording studio, and it's basically just me singing and playing the guitar, one take through, no edits, which, you know, leaves in all the, you know, flaws and errors, but I kind of like it because it stands as such a stark contrast to like the polished and overly produced feel that the rest of the album had.
With our hands in the air, singing, we will not be victims of this egoistic way of love. So let relations join as one. It's what we all are spun from.
So yeah, that wraps up the Excavation EP. Check it out on the place where you stream music, and if you enjoy it, leave us a comment, and yeah, stay cool.
Who's so